Today on the Stay at Home Chef, I'm showing you how to make chocolate chip cookie shots. This recipe is an easy do-it-yourself at-home version of Dominique Ansell's famous chocolate chip cookie shots that are sold at his bakery in New York. Now, I've had the opportunity to go to his bakery and they are absolutely divine. I would highly recommend stopping and ordering one if you ever find yourself in New York City. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy at-home version so that you can enjoy it even if your funds don't allow you to travel to New York to get one. We're going to start with 1 cup of shortening, and this will allow the cookies to hold their shape a little bit better than butter. Then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/3 cup of white sugar. I'm going to take a hand mixer and cream this together. Once you have a smooth, creamy, light brown batter, it's time to start adding in our other ingredients, starting with 1 egg, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We can cream this in as well. Once that's mixed in, I'm going to add in 2 cups of all-purpose flour, but instead of using my hand mixer to stir this in, I'm going to switch to a wooden spoon to stir it all together. This mixture should be a little bit more dry and crumbly than regular chocolate chip cookie dough, but if you press it together, it should be able to hold its shape. Then I'm going to stir in 1 cup of mini chocolate chips. Next, we're going to shape our cookie dough into that fun cup shape. To do that, you can actually buy special molds on Amazon, and I'll give a link in the video description to that. Or you can use a muffin tin if you don't want to buy a special item for this. It's just a little bit of a short, fatter cup for that. But today I'm going to use what I like to use, which is a popover pan if you have one. And they are a little bit taller and thinner than a muffin tin, so it works really well to form that cup shape. So what I'm going to do is take a spoonful of the batter and place it into my popover pan. And then I'm going to use my fingers to press it against the sides and bottom of the pan and mold it into that cup shape. You want to press that dough in so that it's as thin as you can get it while still forming a sturdy wall. You should end up with a little something like this, and I like to make sure I clean up the edges and give it a nice finished look. Then we're going to bake these in a 350-degree oven for 18 to 20 minutes. This recipe makes about 9 cups, so you may have to work in batches, especially if you're using a popover pan. If you're using a muffin tin, it should make about 12. Once they come out of the oven, they might be a little bit puffy, so just take either a butter knife or a spoon and press it against the sides to reform that cup shape. You want to make sure you do that while it's still warm so you get that nice cup shape. Next, we're going to take a cutting board and place it on top of the popover pan, and then gently flip it over and tap the top of the pan, and then lift it off, and the cookies should slide right out. Let the cookies cool completely on the cutting board before moving on to the next step. I've melted another cup of chocolate chips. I'm going to take a spoonful and spread it over the inside of the cup. Make sure you get the bottom and all of the edges. Once the inside is coated with chocolate, make sure you let it cool and harden completely before pouring in your favorite beverage. For me, of course, the best combination is milk and cookies. Feel free to be creative with the beverage you serve in your delicious cookie cups. You can find the full written recipe in the video description. Be sure to subscribe and check out the rest of my channel where you can find hundreds of restaurant quality recipes you can easily make at home. See you later.